Hey, Sweet Squad, T with the Diva here, and I'm coming to you with a review of Love and Marriage Huntsville, the episode that came on this Saturday. Y'all know I'm horrible with keeping up with episodes and seasons and all that other judge. So, this is Love and Marriage Huntsville, and the episode is continuing the conversation that Mel is having with Trish. So, Mel is still having a conversation with Trisha, whatever her name is. I call her liar, liar. But she's asking her about the timeline in which her and Martell, she is like evading the question. It's I don't know. I don't remember what year it was. Which house was it? It was the White House, the cream house, I think. She like, where the driveway? What the driveway look like? Ooh, driveway. I don't remember. She didn't want to say when it was, what color. She remembers all of that. It's just that she knows that Melody was still married to Martell. They were still together and whatever. So she tried to do the humming. So she tried to stutter that her way out of that one. And Mel was just like, so when was it? Like, what year was it? What time was it around? That girl remember everything, month, year, and probably date that she went over that man's house. But okay, girl, go off. We know you don't remember. But anyway, so Trisha in her confessional says Mel must be concerned because she's asking so many questions. And in a sense, I guess, in essence, you could say that if you're not pressed, you wouldn't ask further questions or inquire further with somebody that you're not with no more. But also, I could say that she wanted to know if you was like if she about to get in a friend group with you and y'all about to be trying to get to know each other to be friends and long-term buddies or partners or cool or running in the same circles. She want to know if there's a possibility that you dealt with her husband while she was with him. That makes a difference in how you get to know somebody. I don't want to know nobody who, well, I ain't had no husband, and most of my exes I could care less if anybody have been with. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So Mel was telling her that, when they was on a trip and her friends was checking her about her lying, that really put a bad taste in Mel's mouth. Like, ain't nobody got no loyalty to you. What's up with your friends? What about your friends? Why was they trying to check you in front of all those people? They should have like pulled you to the side and been like, hey girl, it seemed like you had told us such and such, but now you telling them such and such. What's up with, let us know the real before you tell the whole story, because we didn't hear that story. And I agree with that. That is so true. The way that they put you on front, Trisha, those are not your friends, and I hope you are aware of that. But anyway, Trisha told Mel that she was having something for her son going to college, and she invited her to come to the house. So in the next scene, Nell and Chris are at Chris's old barbershop. Chris bought the barbershop. I guess he's going to turn it into an office space, and Martell stops by. So they're speaking to Martell, and Chris brought up the argument, the debate, the debacle, the conundrum between him and Marceau. So Martell goes into, and he's saying everybody gonna disrespect me and call me a liar, and I'm done playing with these people, and from now on I'm sick of these people playing on my top. I'm about to expose everybody. He goes through his little rant and how he just gonna make sure that don't nobody tell no lies on him, as if Martell don't lie. Martell, I'm gonna need you to stop. Just cut it out, sir. You are the biggest liar. And then you talking about somebody lying on you as if you have not been lying the entire time since the show been on, since episode 1. But then what took the cake is he also says that He was angry at Tisha because he believes that Tisha had something to do with his divorce. Now, how did that come? So, because Tisha mentioned to Mel in an argument about how her husband bought matching BMWs for another woman that wasn't her, that made Mel think about what he had been doing, and that motivated her to go forward with the divorce. Not that extra baby he had, not her linking up with Ariane and finding out that it wasn't just those 5 previous years, that she had forgiven him and told him that he bet not go around that girl house no more. And he went back around that girl. He never stopped going back around that girl house. Not that. That wasn't the reason for their divorce. It was because Tisha reminded her that her husband had bought another woman a BMW. Martell know he can deflect, and he is gonna blame that on everybody but himself. And it was nobody but you, Martell, that ended your marriage. So Martell, they told him about how he was wrong for putting Tisha in an argument, and that was really, really bold because first of all, they was in college, just beginning college. She didn't even know Marcel. That was before him, and I don't know what he was trying to do on that one, but you know how Martell get mad, throw temper tantrums, and just blow the whole spot up. Ken and his homeboy are talking. Ken tells his homeboy about Marquez, the ex-husband, Trisha's ex-husband. So the guy asks Ken, so if they get a divorce, is he going to propose or marry her? So Ken said that he told Trisha that if they get a divorce, he's going to present her with the ring because he really do want to marry the lioness lady. She's a liar, but she got him hook, line, and sink. So he is really just gone. He really just wants to marry her. And like he said, I'm the man of the house. I done did everything and all of this stuff. So he just telling him about how unhinged Marquez is and how, he goes back and forth and he's so emotionally driven. And he says that, he wants those papers. He wants those papers signed because he just wants them to be able to move on with their lives and not have to worry about him. So I really feel for him. I do feel sorry for him because that girl is a straight up manipulator. She's a liar. She's a manipulator. And I don't believe nothing good. Now, she's probably telling him that she loves him. She's ready to marry him. She just waiting to this stage in her life is over. She can close this chapter and then open their chapter. But she's saying to other people I don't know if I want to get married and I don't know about all that. So I don't know what he gonna say once he see the episode and see that she was going back. What she telling them and then what she telling him, and if it's a difference between both of the stories. But anywho, so Trisha's at her house, which is, they got a really nice house, which is their house, and Destiny comes over. So Destiny's talking to her. The notary knocks on the door, rings the doorbell, and she comes in. Destiny then sees that Trisha is signing her divorce papers. So Destiny is like, what did I walk into? Girl, do you know what you doing? This is a serious moment. Are you serious? Do you think you want company? I don't know why she's just treating this moment like it's just so nonchalant and just so just by the way. And Destiny's just like, you sure you okay? You want me to be here? You don't? Trisha yeah, I'm good. Do it matter? She said, am I wrong for being happy? And Destiny's like, no, there's nothing wrong with you being excited about, ending this chapter of your life. She said, but you are going to feel sad eventually. And Trisha's like, no, I'm not. I'm happy that this came about. And Destiny it's gonna hit you later. Of course, now it's new, it's fresh. You're dating someone who was pressuring you to have this done. So Destiny's just trying to explain to her this is really a big deal. So I know you don't feel anything now, but just keep living. You will, trust me. Destiny tells her that, it's a sad experience, and she was just giving her some like pointers about it and stuff like that. Mel meets up with Marceau and Tisha. She's talking to both of them and reading them the text that Martell sent her. Martell is not even supposed to, because of that revenge piece stuff, Martell isn't supposed to be communicating with her through text unless it's about their kids. But he's sending her a text talking about what Marceau and Tisha saying, what they talking about. He want that girl back so bad he can taste it. But she is not budging. She didn't even respond to his text, but she did read it to them. And Marceau is explaining to her that that wasn't the case. That's not how that happened. And he expressed to her that he was just saying that Martell is the type to ask him if he slept with Mel when they have meetings and conversations. Did she try to push up on you? Did you try to say something to her? He the type of person that'll go behind and his friend and act something like that, even though this is his friend and he know that he don't have to worry about nothing like that with his friend. He doesn't believe that, he just doesn't trust anybody because he knows how he is. They're explaining to her about what they were saying, or what Martell was saying when they were arguing at the place or whatever. And Mel like, okay, so y'all see what I was always talking about. And this is my thing. So Tisha did an interview with, I believe it was Carlos King, don't quote me, but I believe it was, where she divulged some information regarding Martell allegedly being somewhat of a homosexual or something like that. And she also said that all the guys had saw that her revenge P video, and she's also seen videos of Ariane. So she's doing an interview, she's talking about that. But my issue is, if y'all know that y'all saw that, y'all know that you guys were privy to him showing these videos off. If y'all knew that that man had done that, and y'all had even been witness to him showing those videos, what was wrong with y'all being on her side and saying, he did do that? Because he showed my husband, he showed this, he showed that, I heard it through this. It never ever came out. Y'all was acting like mum's the word, and y'all hadn't heard anything about these videos. And what did he do? Oh my goodness, he did that? Do you believe he did it? Did she believe he did it? Do we believe he did it? Everything was a question when y'all had proof and y'all already knew that he had done this. And instead of y'all, it's so, and that's why I say I'm not a millimeter at all. Mel is cool, but I'm not, one of her diehard fans or anything like that. But what I do say is, they super duperly hate on that woman. And whatever she ain't doing or can't do or did against somebody or whatever the case, it seems like everybody teams up and they have an alliance to not stand behind her, not co-sign her. And it's not even about that. It's just mere truth and support. Okay, did you hear Martell ever say anything in regards to a video? Do you think he did such and such with the revenge Pete? Like, those things can be handled, and she could have been vindicated a long time ago. But y'all so busy not wanting to say nothing to support Mel, and that y'all was even low-key supporting Martell at the time. It was like, well, she didn't have to call the police, and do she have proof that he did this, and did he, it was just so many questions coming at her and none going at him until y'all get beefed out with him. And then on Mad Day, the truth comes out. Oh, Martell, he did show, and he showed videos of Ariane. He showed videos of his ex-wife, Ariane. Like this, all of this stuff is coming out now that y'all are mad at him, and now y'all saying y'all not gonna be friends with him no more. I just say that that's real shady and backstabbish, because y'all could have been let that cat out the bag. But I'm gonna let that go. I digress. So anywho, they have the graduation or open house or whatever they had for Trisha's son, and Ken and everybody come. They all, so everybody's coming, everybody's in attendance. Destiny shows up with Lance. So I guess they are allegedly an item, or dating, or trying to get to know one another, whatever the case may be. But Marquez walks in. But what was crazy is he walked over to Chris and them, and he's like, somebody have a pep talk with me, because I'm just emotional right now, and this is triggering. And it's like, they looking at him like, didn't you bring your homeboy? Go talk to your homie. Chris like, I just met you 2 seconds ago, and you asking me to give you some advice. He like, give me some advice on how I should deal with this, because you know this is close and near and dear to my heart, and I'm feeling away, and I don't know how this is gonna go, and I'm trying to hold myself, but this is my, I'm like, boy, get your ass over there and sit down somewhere. He gonna walk up to all them new, freshly, brand new strangers and tell them, hold me back, dog, hold me back, cause I'm getting emotional, and this my son, and I don't know how to do this. Boy, go somewhere and sit down. So anyway, he go in the house, and he asking Mel all about, so how do you two co-parent? How do you co-parent with somebody you don't get along with, or somebody you be? It's like, boy, don't everybody at this party don't have to know about all y'all ins and outs of y'all debates and arguments and y'all arrangement. That's between you and your ex-wife. Like, just calm down, just mingle. So Ken tripping because he's saying Marquez walking around acting like this his event, and he done raised these kids, and Ken done did all of the stuff or whatever. Well, Mr. Ken, I'm here to tell you, as unhinged as Marquez was, you were the one out of place, sir, because as their parents are the ones who are supposed to stand up front. Even though you've done what you've done for those children, you did that, out of the kindness of your heart. But you're not their parent. Even though you're with their mother, you're not their parent. So that was actually his time to shine. You really didn't have anything to do with that. I mean, you live with the children. So you'll be the one speaking with them even after this event is wrapped up and gone. He has to go home. But you're the one that'll still be here once the event is over. So you are the wrong one in this, Ken. So you have to allow them to kind of stick their chests out in this moment. Although you've been there the last couple of years, they built the foundation for these children. They raised these children. They were there when both of these children were born. These are their parents. So I wouldn't expect you to be out in the forefront above him because, hey, yeah, he's the dad, but I paid for everything, and I'm the one who bought the car, and I'm the one, it's like, okay, you can toot your horn to your own friends and your family members and the people that you invited, but you gotta let him beat his chest about his kids because they're his children. So Ken was feeling a way about that. Marquez went in there and got weird with Mel, and then him and Trisha was about to argue over that, but they had to just split it up and go outside. And then the episode ended with him having to stand up, Marquez having to stand up and say, I'm the baby pappy. I'm that boy pappy. Like, it's like, who is having a pissing contest at this point? Like, what are you guys doing? And Ken, I'm going to need you to take a step back at this. Anything that we have for these children, and he's there, please do not try to be the one who is dun, 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 dun. I'm Cape Man. Remember me? I think that you should just sit back, know that you got the girl and you got his kids. So it's no point in triggering him around this event. You have his family. So let him go ahead, gallivant, and socialize the way that he wants to, no matter how superficial it is. Allow him these few hours so that he don't have to jump in the front while you giving your speech saying, I'm the boy pappy. You know, so let's just be adults about it, okay, Ken? You're about to, get the girl. See? It'll be all yours in a minute. And then you're going to see the headache. Because Trisha, the headache, which is Trisha, because she is not about to be all that with you. She's ready to get this divorce and be free. She want to see how that feels a little bit. But good luck. So, yeah, the episode ended with that. It should be interesting next week when we see the rest of it. And I hope Marquez gets some help because he needs it. Okay, Swig Squad. Thank you all. Get down in the comments. All of the people who just really hate Mel and just want to see her doing so bad. I'm sure you'll get down there and you'll say something and you'll make all of that her fault about what Martell did and about Tisha being in that interview with Carlos King and just now letting the cat out the bag about how they all knew about the revenge P and all this, because y'all just determined to just hate Mel to a early grave or something. I don't know what this whole thing is about hating her so bad, but anyway. All right, Swig Squad, this is T with the Diva. Continue to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will holler at y'all later.